You are watching a special presentation from Tinkle Group Gaming. Hello guys, and welcome here to qualifying for the Lyft National Series race number 1 here at Daytona. My name is Brian here, and I'm in the booth with you today. First car's rolling out. Nick Martin in the number 27 is the first one out, along with Ken Slinger in the number 99 for BJ McLeod Motorsports. Then, of course, you got Noah Sewell, Tyler Blurick, Skylar Martin, Austin Shaw, Dennis Shelmerdine, Michael Collins, Kieran James, and Jessica Strauss. They're all on track right now. Of course, as you can tell, we have group qualifying here in the Lyft National Series as opposed to the single car qualifying we saw last night for the Jello Cup Series. Of course, this is also kind of considered a final practice, if you will, for these Lyft National Series drivers, as of course this will be their final time on track before tomorrow night's race. For the first time, we will open the season under the lights at Daytona for the Lyft National Series. Here's Noah Sewell. And again, if I'm mispronouncing any names, please be sure to call me on it. I don't consider it bullying, I consider it great tips. Oh, the 10 made a mistake. He's gonna wish he didn't go low there. Tyler Blurick really hurt his lap time, more than likely. There's Connor Breton in the number 18. As Noah Sewell goes to the top of the boards. So keep in mind, this is group qualifying. The top 10 will advance to round number 2, which will be a very short round number 2. It'll be a 5-minute session. Now you see the pack formed here. Max Anderson in this pack. He, of course, pulling double duty. He will be running later in the Jello Cup Series Blue-Green Vacation Duels at Daytona. Of course, that'll be 8:30 tonight. St. Patrick's Day, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Be sure to tune in here on the YouTube side of things. 5th currently for the 21, as the 23 of Dennis Shelmerdine, now the 54 of Samet Ozkan on top of the boards. And keep in mind, Samet Ozkan double duty tonight as well. He will jump out of this car and he will go to try to qualify his number 11 on time for Jello Cup Series race 1, of course. '90 Zachary Orlando went to the top briefly. Now it is the number 6 of Skylar Martin. And look at that pack that's formed right here. This is the pack with the 21 that we mentioned earlier in the session. But the number 6, Johnny Davis Motorsport. And Skylar Martin, of course, he did win a few races last season. I believe made the Jello Cup Series playoffs. Unfortunately, no championship to show for it. Right now, Samet Ozkan on the cut line in the number 54. And make that the 16 now. Of Dylan Ibrahimian. A guy who was so close to winning in his first season. Constant second places. And ultimately, he did win a few races last season. Did pretty well for himself. But unfortunately, I don't believe he made it out of round 1 of the playoffs. And now he moves into a bigger ride here at Colleague Racing. We'll see what kind of success he can have this season. On top of the boards, the Season 1 champion, the defending Daytona winner as well, Dan Hummel. Dan Hummel, of course, an overwhelming favorite, you've got to imagine, entering this race. New sponsor this season, PE Science. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of a nutrition company, I believe. I think that's the way to describe it. Of course, they make select protein powder, something I enjoy. And my brother enjoys too. I believe he enjoys the Snickerdoodle one. I enjoy the chocolate cake. You see here he's going to go to try to lead the pack, and he's going to lose his help from behind. That was the 44 of Luigi. We got almost 8 minutes remaining in this session. Dan Hummel currently the quickest. And currently on that bubble, that number 10. Keep in mind the top 10 advance. And Tyler Blurick currently the 10th guy on that list. We'll try to let you meet most of these guys in that top 10 right now. How's about we start with Brad Stover in the number 28. And oh, he's cutting it real close with the bumper. Brad Stover, he might have a rookie. He might have an R next to his name indicating that he's a rookie. But trust me, he's far from it. Vast Jello Cup Series resume. He's also got a pretty decent Truck Series resume. But this will be his Lyft National Series debut here today, or here tomorrow night at Daytona. And if that doesn't make, or like I said, trust me, he's going to have some help with them, of course. He's going to have teammate Zach Fitzwater, who's right behind him, just on the outside looking in. He moves over from the 39 to the 38. And then, of course, he'll have his other teammate who just made the climb into the top 10, Henry Sanford, the number 39. Henry Sanford, decent runs in the Truck Series, but he will be making his Lyft National Series debut this season, driving for RSS Racing. How's about we go up to the number 1 of Jessica Strauss, one of the junior motorsports drivers, trying to work there with the Rampage, Reggie Fogelman there. You can't really let him in line right there. I know typically in a race that would be very rude to not help your teammate, and certainly might put a damper on team chemistry, but here, when you're qualifying, you need all the speed you can get in the short amount of time that you're allotted. So at the end of the day, I think she just said, you know what, sorry bud, you're going to have to slide in behind me. And 3 of the junior motorsports cars in this pack. Of course, only one of them is in the top 10 right now. Reggie Fogelman, he is in 14th. He has some work to do. We'll see if he can climb into that top 10 in the final minutes here, or in the final 5.5 minutes of practice. And then, of course, Mitchell Hodak driving the number 9. He's in 12th right now. So far, so good for junior motorsports. Just only problem is, again, only one of them in the top 10. Michael Collins in the number 26. He's 7th quick right now, of course. The defending Jello Cup Series champion entering this season. High expectations as he will be running for 2 championships this season. Driving for Sam Hunt Racing. Of course, also a former Road America winner here in the Lyft National Series. Trying to find some speed. Let's go down to the 92 of Dennis Stryker. Oh, he's on the pit lane, so we'll actually come back to him, hopefully, if we have the time. Why don't we focus on this guy? He's on track right now. Mitchell Collins in the number 19. Can you find this hard to believe? He will be making his Lyft National Series debut tomorrow. Yes, you heard that right. He's running every series. He's running the Truck Series in Season 1. Didn't run it in Season 2. But he's never run a Lyft National Series race. He will finally get to do so. And of course, again, tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you'll get to see him make his first start. Oh, he had a wreck. The 4, Parker Smith, an issue for him. Tough break for him, not the way he wanted to start the day. Keep in mind, he's got a long day ahead. He has to race his way in later. We'll, of course, go and see what happened to him. Parker Smith just gets hooked there by the number 91 of Jordan Stewart. And around he goes. He might have taken a decent hit into the wall. Who hits him? Oh, the 38, Zach Fitzwater, hit him pretty good. More than likely, this will send both those cars to the rear. So Zach Fitzwater, Parker Smith, unfortunately, will have to go to the rear to start the race tomorrow night. Tough break for them. Back to the live feed we go. We have 2 minutes remaining. Austin Shaw on track. You notice he's driving a Chevrolet here. Of course, if you don't know, Western New York Autosport has made the switch over to Subaru in the Jello Cup Series. Unfortunately, Subaru and Honda and all those manufacturers, they can't quite support a Lyft National Series program at this time. So Austin Shaw and the team still working with Chevy. I imagine some hurt feelings from the Chevy camp that they are not helping out on the Cup side, but of course we'll see if there are any sour grapes throughout the season. You just saw the 35 Alexander Rowe jump up into the top 10, and hold on. These guys get slowed down. Thank goodness. Parker Smith, dangerous move, of course. He will have to start at the rear, as will Zach Fitzwater. But Alexander Rowe driving for Joey Gase Racing, or Gase Emmerling Racing. And then, of course, you just saw Nikolai Sykes, and boy, they put the brakes to good use on that one. He's driving for BJ McLeod Motorsports. He is currently the bubble as we enter the final 30 seconds of the session. Dan Hummel still the quickest. And once he crosses the line, the session will be over. Here we go, to the line. Dan Hummel will be the quickest in session, or in round 1 of qualifying. So advancing to round 2, Dan Hummel, Ken Slinger, Henry Sanford, Brad Stover, Zachary Orlando, and then of course Alexander Rowe, Jessica Strauss, Nick Martin, Michael Collins, and Nikolai Sykes. They will all advance to the second and final round. As you look on down the list, here are the guys who did not advance. Zach Fitzwater, as mentioned, though, he will have to go to the rear. Boy, a tough break for Keith Stevens in that 31. He's going to have a lot of work to do when we get to race day. Again, so those 28 cars that did not advance, they are now impounded. They cannot do any adjustments. And the final 10 are coming up in a 5-minute session right after this. Round 2 begins now. Here comes Brad Stover, one of the 10 that advanced to this round. Of course, keep in mind, you're going to want to get grouped up quick. But the whole point of this session is to avoid those drivers getting grouped up. Here comes Jessica Strauss now in the number 1. Should I note that with this package that the Lyft National Series is running, they are running about the same times that the Jello Cup Series guys ran in single car qualifying. That should show you just how slow these cars are, as Ken Slinger heads out for his chance to put himself on the pole. Michael Collins out. Here comes Henry Sanford in the 39. Nick Martin in the number 27. The pressure's going to be on who can get grouped up and who can get off the pit lane. You're going to want to get off with about 2.5 remaining to be able to lay down a good time. Here comes Stover, 51.82. Now Dan Hummel rolls off the pit lane. We've already got one team grouped up here. The 99 and the 5. As Slinger goes to the top of the boards. Again, if I'm Slinger right now, I'm just going to lock up right behind the 5. And just use that draft and try to get you both to the top of the boards. Of course, these are teammates, by the way. And you gotta imagine Nikolai Sykes, he's gotta be getting frustrated there. Like, come on, man, just go. Go in front of me, get behind me, do something to help us both out. $51,173 as we put on the scoring monitors here. Coming down to the final minute, you just saw Dan Hummel put up 51.33, and he's got the tail end of the 28's draft right there. This could benefit him greatly. I know all the attention's on the 99 and the 5 right now working together, but we can't discourage or discredit the 25 using the 28. And how's about the 99 using the 35? As the 35 goes to the top of the boards. And now the 5. Here we go. What's Dan Hummel gonna do? 50.68. third on the boards, and we did hit the 49-second mark by Nikolai Sykes. Again, this round is about how quick can you get grouped up. We'll see, does the lead change hands? Not much, as we'll come back to the line. The session is over. Nikolai Sykes, Ken Slinger, the teammates will make up the front row for BJ McLeod Motorsports. Then you'll have Dan Hummel, Brad Stover, Alexander Rowe, Michael Collins, Zachary Orlando, Henry Sanford, Jessica Strauss, and Nick Martin. That will make up your top 10 for tomorrow night's race. We want to thank you for watching. We hope to see you tomorrow night for the Lyft National Series race from Daytona. Otherwise, we hope to see you back here tonight as the Jello Cup Series will take on the Twin 125s from Daytona. Until then, goodbye everyone.